Good afternoon, everyone. I hope all is well with you. This is just a brief live today, just checking in. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I'll give it a few minutes for people to come in. I apologize for being late. I know my sis Angie was taking a nap, and I had a few moments to spare, so I felt as though I should touch bases with everyone and just do a brief live. Just answer a couple questions about a few things. Excuse my raspy voice. I've been sick now for probably about a week and a half. So I'm waiting for everything to clear up. Good afternoon, my beautiful sisters, Angie Williams and Aries Black. How are you ladies doing today? I hope all is well with you. I appreciate the support from you ladies. But I'm just going to speak on a couple things briefly. I do want to say that if anyone took offense to my video from yesterday, I apologize about that. Good afternoon, Deborah. How you doing today, sis? But I did not try to offend anyone. I was just defending myself. And sometimes in life, you guys, when people poke you, you have every reason to defend yourself. However, don't always be so quick to respond and don't come from an emotional place. Like with the situation with this content creator as well, she's always poked people. She's continuously slandered people and other content creators. So we decided to speak up, defend ourselves, as well as say what it was. And she couldn't handle that. She got upset and she reported Angie's page yesterday. She reported her video from last night, but it'll be back up soon. But I think that's childish when you get upset with people and they respond back and you can't take the heat and you turn around and you report someone else's page or their video. That's not cool. You have to prepare whatever you put out. You have to be prepared to get that back, that type of energy. So you always have to be mindful of how you treat others and the things you do to others. If something would offend you, don't do that to someone else, right? Peace, blessings, everyone coming in. Please make sure you hit that live button. I greatly appreciate it. What's new with everyone? I hope all is well with you. The ones that are at work, I hope you're having an amazing day. I am off today. I'm supposed to be doing a little bit of packing here and there. I just have quite a few exciting things going on this year, you guys. And sometimes we have to focus on the positive things instead of the negative. Don't focus on everything that's going wrong in your life, but take a moment to take in the things that are positive, the blessings. So when you get upset about something, try to take a moment to yourself and look around you and think about what you are blessed for. I'm blessed to have a job. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. I'm blessed to have a family that loves me. I'm blessed to have great kids. And your kids might not be perfect, but they're good kids and they're your kids. Sometimes we are so hard on ourselves. We have to take a moment and just take it in and be grateful for who we are and how far we came. A lot of us have not been look like what we've been through. A lot of us been through so much, but we don't look like it. Let me see. Angie, nothing much. I was off, but still running around paying bills. Oh, I know what you mean, sis. Yes. And that's right. Smash the like button for your girl. I appreciate my beautiful queens in the chat. Appreciate my lovely moderators. Um, but sometimes we're so consumed about hello everyone. I hope all is well. I apologize about that. What is up, my beautiful queen Angie? How you doing, sis, today?
Doing good, sis.
It is
How you
good to
doing?
see you. I'm doing good. How was your nap?
Too long.
Angie never sleeps, you guys. So when she take a nap, I be proud. Like, yes, go to sleep, sis. I just told them you was taking a nap.
Oh, thank you. How everybody doing? Peace and blessings.
Yes, everyone's doing well. Angie Williams said she's off today, but paying bills. We have Aries Black in the building. Deborah, a couple bushwatchers. But I spoke on sometime even we have to defend ourselves when people continuously poke at us. And
Yes.
and with the situation yesterday, we was not so quick to respond. We ignored it and we sat on it. And then finally we decided to address it. And then when you decided to address it, what happened to you last night? And they might not even know.
Oh, she copied. She reported my video for copyright.
Can you believe that, you guys? So the I'm gonna look on IG, amazingly beautiful. Are you sure? Because I didn't. Can you leave me a message on there and see if it went through? Because I didn't see a message from you on there. And does it have my picture? Because I'll type my name in there as well on Facebook, and then we can go from there on IG if you did not, if you did the wrong one. But back to what Angie was saying. So we both responded back. I responded on my page, and Angie responded as well with a breakdown video of the video she put out. She could not handle that. So she reported Angie's page, right? But she had all our picture on the video, on a little collage thingy. She wanted to go around saying exactly how she felt about everyone. But when we responded back with what we felt, she couldn't handle that. So she reported Angie video to get it taken down. But within a few days or so, if they don't see anything wrong with that video, it could be put back up. That's what I
But,
say about people poking people, and when they respond, they can't handle it.
well, not only that, I already re-uploaded the video. I mean, don't expect me to have a recording of your video and not a recording of mine. So,
Right.
I already re-uploaded it. I made it private for the moment. I think I want to do a remix of it and basically rediscuss it or like do something a little different to it to see where, because it's her video in it that she feels that she was able to copy strike me with, but I'm gonna work on that and re put put it back up.
Okay, sounds good. We looking forward to that. I just don't think we have a lot of people that are internet bullies. And they think that they get the privilege of responding and saying what they feel about us. And then when we finally respond, because one thing you could say about peaceful people, they don't want to be bothered. They don't want to deal with anything toxic. And they value their peace. They value the quiet times. They value no stress. And they work very hard to get to that place. And then when we have people such as Neo, people that think they're entitled to come online and bully you and say whatever they feel about you. And then when you respond, oh, I can't handle that. I can't believe you would say that about me. And then they want to report. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. It's not cool. We don't bother anyone. But
Exactly.
I look forward to your video coming out.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, sounds good.
We gotta watch it together and laugh at it. I'm trying to figure out which part was she most upset about.
Probably all of it. Oh, that's funny. He said, what part was she most upset about?
Right. I don't know. She was mad.
But this is the thing, too, you guys. It's important that you work on self. When you work on self, you are not as bothered by certain things as you normally would be. The normal things would upset you, trigger you, and cause you to act and respond. That's why it's so important behind the scenes when you're alone. If you're trying to get to a place of peace with yourself, then you have to start with self. You have to allow yourself to step out of that situation or step out of a situation that would normally trigger you or cause you to respond and say, okay, I'm going to give myself a little time. Once you give yourself a little time, then you should ask yourself, is it that serious for me to get upset? Was it that serious for me to respond that way? I've gotten to that point, not only spending time alone, but being around people that helps me understand and think differently when it comes to always being triggered to respond. It's not that serious. When you're responding, you're giving people your energy. You're allowing that person to say, hey, I'm going to allow you to get me upset for the day and control my whole day, my mood, and what I feel. I'm not going to do that. I have power over myself,
Right.
period.
Exactly.
Excuse me. So we have to just, and even like when it comes to family and relationship, you guys, think about where you are now. Are you truly at peace with yourself? And if you're not, ask yourself, am I in the right relationship? Am I at the right job? Every time I'm here, I'm triggered and I'm upset. I'm not saying walk away from that job right away, but do some self evaluation because we are not put here on earth to be triggered, to be upset all the time. Where is your peace? Your peace shouldn't be when you're just laying in bed at night sleeping. Your peace has to come within.
Right.
And it takes people years to get to that place in that headspace. But you have to do the work to get there. You cannot overlook your triggers and the things that bother you. Gotta have your own mind control. Absolutely. Can't let nobody control your mind. It takes discipline. Definitely. Absolutely. Amazingly beautiful.
Yeah,
And it seems like a couple of you in here actually got it or working on it. Because when you get to that place and that headspace, things are even everything around you, even at your job, it's peaceful. It's not as stressful. I'm 40 years old. I refuse to allow anybody to control my destiny, which get me sidetracked off of what I supposed to be doing, control my mood, control my day, what I feel for that day. Because let's be honest, when we're upset and we're triggered, whatever we're doing in that moment, it doesn't have our full divided attention, undivided attention. We're thrown off and we're focused on putting that energy into that situation that's upset us. Whether it's sending a text message, going off on someone, it takes more
absolutely.
energy to be upset than be
Yes,
at a
it does.
peaceful place.
Yes, you are absolutely
Thank
right.
you, Chatty. Hey, sweetheart. Chatty said I fell out the bushes.
Hey,
If
Cody.
you did, I can too. Aw, have a great life. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it, Chatty.
Thank you for
I,
coming through.
yes, I got to catch your live from earlier, too. We have some amazing women that covered the saga, you guys, that are going forward now, and they're speaking on very helpful, different things. So we have to
Yeah,
continue to support our brothers and our sisters along the way.
that's right. Yeah,
That's what
shout
I
out
feel
to
like. I
all
want
of
to
the
support
content creators.
everybody. What you say,
Everybody
sis?
did so good. They doing good with their channels. Well, we have a large internet family from this saga.
Yes, we do. Chatty talking about she fell out some bushes. Chatty, you so crazy. We be saying the funniest stuff, you guys. I think the people who cover from this saga is dope, especially when it comes to roasting and being funny.
Right, we lit now.
Yes, they didn't want this smoke. The Brias, they know all of them are funny.
No, no, my help.
But with discipline and structure along the way, you guys, you get to a peaceful place. And it will take time to get there, but you have to make up in your mind that's what you want to do. And even if that means getting rid of certain things, people's places or things around you to get there, you have to do what's best for you. A lot of us are dealing with certain things in our life that'll never go away, situations that'll never change. So you ask yourself this question: on top of you dealing with that situation, as well as your job situation, as well as your kid situation, whether you have a man or not, who wants to all add all that stress on top of something that you have to deal with forever? Your pain. It's not fair to you. We have to love ourselves enough first to walk away from something that no longer serves us any purpose. We have to. When you do that, it's the most peaceful feeling ever. And I mean that. But we all have to be willing to get to that place. You can look at certain people and pay attention to their content or pay attention to your people on the job. You can tell when people have peace within them. Those are the more free spirit people, happy, loving people. That's why when you pick with them or when they're upset or when something or someone disturbs their peace, they go off because they have discipline and it took them. It took them sacrificing so many things and doing so much to get to where they are now. And when that peace is disturbed, that's when those people are upset because they don't bother anyone. And you heard her haters and enemies with silence and keep doing you. Yes.
You are absolutely correct.
Yep. And Aries Black said 100.
Angie, what's up, Angie says?
Yes. Says, how did it, okay, how long did it take you to get to your peaceful place? And did you go on a spiritual journey before you got there?
Yeah, I actually I went through a lot. I went, life. I got life ups and downs, and things like that. And I think I just got to a moment in my life where I was frustrated with it all. And so it was like my life was like in a whirlwind where I couldn't grab onto nothing. I couldn't fix nothing. Everything was just out of my control. It just never worked. And then, something was being done in the inside. Let me put it like that. And it was a season where, something was just going on in the inside in my mind. And I didn't know what it was, but it was one of the most memorable moments in my life. It was the hardest time of my life, but it was setting me up for the most peaceful mentality, the most peaceful, um, you know, it's a place of uh mental peace that I've never had before. And I guess it's something that we all try to reach for, but it doesn't necessarily happen, because most of the time we chase it. We always chasing it. We got to get to the bag. We got to you know, try to find an understanding. We try to have loyalty. We try to care for others. We try to do all of these things. And at that time when I was going through whatever, just being frustrated and just being, tired, um, it just hit me like a light bulb inside of my head. Like everything that I was trying to do wasn't working. And
Mm-hmm.
it gave me a piece of freedom when I realized that, your efforts and everything else, it it's not where you're gonna have pieces, you know. It's not where you're gonna have control. The peace
Right.
and control you have within is to know that you have none at all.
Right.
It's the truest freedom to know that the only thing that you can help is yourself and
Right.
figuring out how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people, a lot of the times, most of the times, the things that we do and the things that we feel, the way that we, go about in life is because of the things that we want, the things that we see as success, the things that you know we are emotionally driven for, our normalities, what we think is life and stuff like that. And it kind of sets us back, it sets us down sometimes. It feels like a hard reach no matter how much we try to get there. And it causes a mental prison within ourselves. And even having moments with others, and the ignorance that they do. But it was a moment where I realized in myself, success is what I make it. I am free, free indeed. You know, happiness is what I make it. I don't have
Absolutely.
to I don't have to fight for something that I can already have right now within myself. And it was the greatest
Absolutely.
peace.
And that's how I am, Angie. I agree with you. You don't have to fight with anything. When you value your peace of mind and your sanity, sometimes it's easy for those people to spot certain situations and things and they just walk away. It doesn't have to be personal. but they don't want their peace disturbed. I am at the age and point in time in my life where I feel like if I have to question a relationship, a friendship, any sort of anything, then I don't feel at peace. I don't feel valued. I don't feel appreciated. I would rather walk away. And it's
Right.
not just one question, it's always question certain things. I don't want to question people' motives in my life. I value loyalty because I'm loyal to you. That's who I am. I don't have to be in a group of everyone, a group of crowded people. That's not how I move anymore. I move with a few. And I don't question loyalty. I don't question who's for me and who's not. I just know. And if I feel like these situations do not serve me any purpose, I will walk away. And it doesn't have to be a beef or any type of confrontation. I don't have it in me to entertain that. I feel
Right.
like oh, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Go off, sis.
Hey, Angel. Um, so I feel like if we have to question everything in our life all the time, right? We have to
Right.
question a relationship, a friendship. Why be in that situation? Why put yourself and your mind through a roller coaster of, should I trust this person? What if? Do I have to question that? No, I'm not a naturally paranoid person. I'm laid back and smooth and easygoing. Yes, I have triggers like everyone else, but my triggers don't jump off that easily unless I feel like I'm constantly being poked or triggered.
Right.
That's why I don't surround myself in situations where I feel like I'm being triggered, I'm being tested, the loyalty is not there, it's one sided, or if a relationship does not serve me any purpose towards my growth and where I'm trying to go in the future. If it does not mean anything worth me holding on to, I will not hold on to it. I will release it and keep going and wish them well.
Right.
And it's not personal, it's about me. Everybody should be selfish with their time, their energy. Everybody should be selfish with themselves for once. We love everybody, we want what's best for them. We bite our tongue a lot just to make other people happy. Sometimes we don't even give people the honest response to certain situations because we don't want to hurt their feelings. The people I'm around, I can be honest with, and vice versa. And they'll look at it as constructive criticism and they won't take it offensively or they won't take what I'm saying and twist it. My partner values me as an individual thinker. He values my feelings. He
That's right.
values what I want in my future. He believes in me. That's how you should surround yourself and move on a day to day basis with people that you are interacting with. Everyone should be selfish with themselves. The
Yeah.
people that you are around and vice versa, you both should be trying to get to a higher level of understanding, some type of goal that both of you can motivate each other, inspire each other, even if you're not doing the same thing. Motivate your friends, inspire each other to be the best version of yourself. If that's not being fulfilled, why are you in that situation? You're going to continue to stay at a low level and vibrate very low and be in toxic situations where you're questioning, how did I get here? Why am I here? Why am I not elevating? Why
Right.
haven't I went anywhere and I'm in the same spot in the past year? You know why? Because the people you are around, even though you like to entertain funny things, toxic things, at the end of the day, Those people are holding you back from the greater version of you, and you're allowing them to because you're bored and you're entertaining that situation. You're entertaining that foolishness, and that foolishness is not going to benefit you in any type of way whatsoever. That's why you're standing still. That's why the people that once gravitated towards you, that once believed in you, are no longer there anymore because they took a step back and they saw it for themselves.
Right.
That's why people leave jobs because they've been in the same position forever and they know they should have been promoted. They know they should have got a raise. But guess what? Their boss don't want to see that in them. So they started looking for a better job. They started seeing what they can do so they can open their own business. And it's going to be a struggle at the beginning. Like me and Angie talk about, it's always the old you versus the new you.
That's right.
The new you and the old you are literally just fighting, battling it out in your mind, battling it out. What's fun to you no longer is fun to you anymore. But you don't want to step into the new you because it's a lonely road. When you're changing, it's a season where you're going to sit around. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel neglected. You're going to feel like no one understands you. But it's not for their understanding. It's for you. It's for your growth. It's for
That's right.
you to get to where you need to be. And you have to be strong enough to sit in that. Stop picking up the phone for toxic people. Stop entertaining that pointless relationship. That should have been died out. Stop gossiping about people. Stop letting people use you and drain your energy. You will no longer be you, stepping into the best version of yourself if you're continuing to stay where you are, continuing to allow people to bring you down, to drag you down to their level. You will never reach your higher potential.
You speaking it, Queen. You speaking it.
Thank you,
Oh,
sis. I appreciate it.
let them know. Grow within self. I call it a selfish act of selflessness. You to let people be, to let myself be, accept things for what they are, and don't get frustrated for how you want them to be. You know, it's easy that way. It's easy. It's so much easier.
Absolutely.
Peace is within. It starts within. You can't find it nowhere else but inside of you. And in a moment, and I say it all the time, a moment can last as long as you allow.
Absolutely. As long, like she said, a moment can last as long as you allow it. And that's any situation in your life. As long as you entertain something, or you keep going back and forth, or you keep inserting yourself in a situation that you do not belong in, that moment can last forever if you keep engaging. Somewhere inside of you, you have to say, I'm done. I accept better for myself. This no longer serves my purpose. This no longer feeds my soul. Even if you don't have it all the way figured out, the first step is getting to know yourself, getting to know what you like, getting to know what triggers you, what is toxic, and what is bad for you.
That's right.
The enemy will destroy you, but you can become your worst enemy. You, yourself. If you don't know yourself, you're going to continue to get older. Your mindset is going to continue to stay exactly where it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. There's no growth. There's no change within you. You're going to continue to entertain that type of relationship, those type of partners that don't value you, that don't see the greatness in you, that don't see the potential you have. so they can nourish that. You will continue to entertain people that are low vibrational, that are always fighting, that are always in drama, that always need something from you without you truly getting something out or
Most of the
being,
time, most of the time, you'll be in moments
excuse me, sorry.
continuing trying to prove yourself.
That's
I,
right.
I take everything from a viewpoint of within. I take everything from a viewpoint of myself. Most of the times in situations, you are trying to prove yourself. You are trying to respond to your own emotion. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm,
once you take a look back and understand what that is, that's when it no longer affects you. Because you start to realize, I don't have to prove who I am. I just am. I am. And once you become in acceptance and understanding of I am, you no longer feel the need to prove it, to argue it, to convince it, to uh to get understanding for others to see that. You don't
speak.
have to you no longer have to you no longer have to, force it, you just be. And those things that do not fit, it's just like a puzzle. If the pieces do not fit, they will not fit. You gotta let it go. You gotta let them pieces go and allow it to be, because you'll start to realize that you were trying to place yourself in a situation or an environment that you did not belong. It was about you the entire time. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about you. The greatest freedom is to realize that most of the times we have been trying to put ourselves in situations and environments and even in relationships with people based upon our emotions. It was a concern for others and not a concern necessarily for ourselves. If you accept who you are, if you accept who you are within, the ones in the environment that accepts you will they will it will orbit around you. The friction comes, the arguments come, the hard times come from trying to fit in the places that was not meant
And for
for
you.
you.
Mm-hmm. Or you did not belong.
Right. So stop trying to prove or convince or force or, try to, fit or whatever the case may be. Just be. Just be yourself. And the universe will align everything for you around you.
Yes. Strong words, Queen. Absolutely. And that happens. And we even see that a lot with other people in this world around us alone. Everyone's trying to fit in, everyone's trying to be grouped off. I respect people that stand alone, that get on their platforms, that work very hard, that are not afraid to be themselves, that are not afraid to walk in the storm alone because they know the storm do not last forever. We have to respect people for who they are. You might not understand them, but just respect it. Everybody is their own person.
That's
And
right.
I was grateful and thankful for people to say, hey, we get what you're saying. We understand what you're saying. You don't have to explain that. We heard it the first time. It's something Sister Angie said yesterday that stood out to me. And I hope everybody applies this in their day to day life. When you're listening to someone tell a story, a lot of times they're moved off of the emotion. And we can't hear and think things clearly through because we're listening to the pain of the story versus the words that are coming out. So we have to be mindful and considerate of both sides, both parties, and most importantly, listening to what the person is saying versus the emotion that is leading this person into the situation at hand. Because we can become emotional. We can move off of our emotion. We can say things that we do not mean. And we can be upset in a heated moment and go off. That's
Right.
why it's so important before you respond in a negative way before you allow yourself to get triggered in that moment. You step back, you analyze the situation, you calm down, and you listen to what the person is saying. Listen to the words. If the words make sense, if the words did not change up to fit the person's story, the person in the moment that is upset, that is reacting off of emotion, then there you have the answer. There you have what you need, the clarity on this whole entire incident. You always have to listen to the words. Stop letting the emotions leading you into who's right and who's wrong. Even both parties can be right. It could be just a clear misunderstanding. But take into consideration, because this person is not responding, it does not make them weak. Because this person is not quick to be triggered any longer, this does not make this person wrong. This person has found the strength in being silent. This person has found the strength in their voice not being heard. This
That's right.
person has found growth and not reacting, not being triggered like they used to be. This person learned sometime walking away from situations is the best thing to do. Can everybody hear me right now?
That's right.
Hey,
That's
Raw
right.
True,
Hey,
coming in the
Rocky
building.
Queen. Yes. And Brenda Knight. Thank you for
Yes.
coming through.
Hey, Brenda, Brenda.
I tell everybody all the time, I said, it's the wisdom, to have wisdom is is the ability to see the truth through every perspective. And most of the time when you're seeing the truth, you're analyzing the information and before the emotions. And not only that, but you can analyze information through silence as well. You can determine things better without applying the emotions. Emotions is a form to help with, manipulating your impressions about. But
Mhm.
if you set aside emotions just for a moment to hear what is being stated, you'll be able to apply your emotions with through logic. I think a lot of people misunderstand um their form of mental understanding, using emotions first and not necessarily logic.
Right.
So, you always wanna make sure that you got it lined up in order. Wisdom is the ability to see the truth through every perspective. And no perspective is necessarily wrong and no perspective is necessarily right either. But it's an individual's understanding. So, if anybody is casting judgment on one person based upon somebody else's, is because they're not seeing the truth in every perspective. I mean, we can't, that's basically what that is.
Absolutely. And we can't tell one person it's okay for them to respond and react off of their emotions. They're coming from an emotional place and they're going off. And we allow them to. But when the next person responds, we can't tell them, no, calm down. You're too emotional. When in reality, everybody has been moved off emotions at one point or another. People sometimes react off of emotions telling their story when they're just upset and it's their perspective. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're right or even they're wrong, but they're just emotional right now and we can feel the emotion from what they're saying. But then when the other person responds from an emotional space, we can't silence their emotion either. We can't say, well, this person was hurt. They had a reason to respond this way. But now you, on the other hand, you have no reason to come from an emotional place. You're wrong. Why are you saying these things and responding in this way? We
Right.
have to be fair for both parties. And we
That's
have to
right.
tell both of them to stop coming from an emotional place. Because I noticed that a lot throughout the whole entire being on YouTube. I'll say for the most part of the saga. You know, a lot of us women have covered this story, and sometimes we come from an emotional place, you know, and that's just who we are. We deal off emotions. But I will say this, part of your growth is part of understanding. The wisdom of getting older is understanding we don't always have to move off of our emotions. We have to wisen up and move off of logic. Before we're quick to respond, let your silence be golden. Let your silence be a moment of you trying to understand and assess the situation before you allow it to trigger you and you respond in the same way. No, you have to give yourself time to understand, give yourself time to sometimes even rise above and not even respond to the situation.
I think I might do I think I might do a discussion about emotions,
I,
emotional intelligence, and things like that. What you think?
I think that's a great idea. I think that would be very helpful for a lot of people because I don't want anyone, and this is just an overall perspective, to take offense to that. But we have to stop allowing our emotions to move us because people are in prison because of their emotions, being in the heat of a moment and reacting. People are hurt. People are walking off of jobs. Children are being beat down daily, verbally, because a parent is upset in the moment and moving off of their emotions. The world would be a better place if we had self control. We had better control over our emotions as adults. And it's not just for women now, I'm speaking to the men as well. I value my partner because they have self control over his emotions. And sometimes when I'm too emotional, he tells me, calm down, babe. You're just a little emotional right now. Give yourself a second and then come back and think about the situation or think about what you want to do. That's the type of person you should surround yourself around, or your partner should be. Someone that can analyze certain things and they're not moved off of emotion just like you. If you're both two emotional people and quick to respond, where's that balance at? Where's that person that's going to bring you down to reality so you get a better understanding? And that's not, like I said, just for women. We have a lot of emotional men out here.
Right.
And it's okay to feel. And this is not a put down to any man. A man feeling should be just as valid, just as anyone else's. And
That's
I want men to understand that their feelings matter. That's why I started covering the saga, because the true feelings matter. So it never was a put down, or when I say this, coming for any type of man that expresses and vocalizes how they feel. That's not ever the issue. I have a son. I want him to feel free to express how he feels. But I also want him to come from a place of logic, clarity, and
that's
understanding, and not allowing his emotions to get the best of him. Allow his emotions to have him so quick to respond. I'm grateful that he's not like that at the age of 15. I am so grateful for that. Because sometimes men are just as emotional as us. And something has to change. And I think that would be wonderful for Angie to do something on emotions.
I think I'm gonna do something about emotional intelligence, critical thinking skills. We can do cognitive distortion disorders, and we can do a lot of things, and educate, you know, and get people to see, oh, I do that. Oh, I didn't know, And shout out to the Queen Break Room for coming through. We
Hey,
already
break
know
room. We love
the break
you.
room. That's the queen who sets the tone. And shout out to you, Mama. That's the one.
Yes, she is.
Amazing, amazing. She always gets her roses from me every time. It'll never go. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Break Room and shout out to Ghost, you guys. If you don't know, I think you left out of Angie chat last night, Break Room. We was telling you type in Ghost channel. Because if you're a dog lover like me, you just look at the dog. It's so funny to the point me and Angie be visualizing talking about the dang on dog in his voice and what Ghost be probably doing. We be having a good time.
Great room gonna make it lit.
You already know. We love you too, boo. Shout out to you, Queen, for being emotionally mature. Break Room has definitely tapped into something that we all can learn from. She is not quick to respond. She come from a place of logic and understanding. And that's the type of people we need to surround ourselves around. We can learn from.
Yes, I like to listen to Break Room. There's a lot of wisdom, and not only that, but it helps you. It helps me. You know, she might be talking about a specific topic, but most of the time when she speaks, it's something you could take from it for yourself every time. Never fails.
Absolutely.
She got a wisdom that's beyond her time. I mean, it's necessary for the times, but it's beyond her time as well.
It
It's
is.
something that you don't run into too often. You know, it's a blessing. It really is a blessing.
Absolutely. I will say this too, and I think I said it yesterday as well. When it comes to just certain situations in life, you guys, you have to understand this. And it took me a while to get here, but I get it now. Everybody is not going to have the same experiences you have with certain people. Stop trying to group people off. Stop trying to make people dislike who you like. If they
That's
like
right.
that person, that don't mean you don't have to like them. That just means maybe they will never experience something or go through what you've been through with that person, and that's great. You can only tell your experience and keep on moving.
That's
That's
right.
growth. Everybody should be able to like, express, and do as they please in a healthy manner. We got to stop trying to control people. And that's what I see about YouTube. I don't want to control my supporters. I don't want to control content creators. I want to control my own destiny and a
That's
little
right.
bit of my sons, a little bit, at least
Mhm.
when it comes to guiding them, but that's just crazy. We all are adults. We all came here for something different. We all have our own personal experiences and beliefs. And everybody on each one of these platforms, you can learn from, you get something from. It resonates with you. Even the supporters. We have some wonderful, wise supporters that are doing their own thing. Some of them are creating their own platforms. Part of growth is understanding and respecting each and everyone for who they are. I
Yes.
love to listen to y'all. It's relaxing and wonderful. Aw. Break room,
No
I
doubt.
know what you're doing right now. You think you slick. You firing up something and just sitting back chilling. Come on, I love listening to y'all. You probably have the complaint department cooking something right now while you chilling.
Got Ghost in
Dynamic
there.
duo.
Ghost, Ghost
Aw.
in there looking for his Ghost in there looking for his nearest exit so he could go out in the streets.
And you don't
He's,
make me laugh. I'm clogged up.
he say, I got to get me. Okay,
Ghost
I
belongs to
got
the
to get
streets.
me.
I can't believe how smart he is.
I won't forget it. Raymond said he got locked up and came out with his stripes. He got his black.
Oh my goodness.
I said, well, he came out of OG, triple OG. He said, thank you for holding it down.
Right. What about when she said she had to bail this man? I mean, I said this man, Lord.
Bail
She
him
had
out
to
of
bail
jail.
him out. Talking about Ghost finally got a bail. What dog keeps getting locked up and you have to bail him out? I never heard of no love after lockup type of stuff like this.
I
Break
said,
room?
oh, Ghost the real one. Okay.
Yes. Ghost is a gangster. I never saw anything like it. We gotta give it to Ghost.
I love it. I love Ghost. I say he a real one for real. You don't run into too many dogs like that. I'm telling you.
No, but you still have to break them. You missed it. Kevin was over here the live before this one, and he was cracking up when we was telling him about you was gonna do the who wore it best, get Ghost a little scarf.
He
Kevin
said,
thought that
said
was so funny. We had to explain it to him on the live what you was talking about, and he was cracking up, right, Angie?
yes. He said, well, we already know if it's Tiffany's dog, then we already know he won. I can't compete. Hey, because break room lit now, so you already know Ghost lit. And then when she tell what Ghost got going on, I said, I know he a real one, man. I'm telling you.
Yes. Talking about the dog get locked up. Talking about Ghost finally got a bill, and she was dead serious. I said, "What? Ghost got locked up a couple times?"
She was riding Ghost around. And remember she said went to the old neighborhood. He looking out the window like, let me out. Said
Yes.
nope.
Yeah, she
Said
was
nope. And
wrong
he
for that.
mad.
How you gonna ride Ghost through the hood with all his, thought pockets at, and you don't feel it necessary to let
I'm,
him get out and have a little fun?
I'm
Ghost
over
wanted
here
to
for
stop
my
at the gas
people.
station, play his numbers, and all that, and you stopped him.
He got to go get a Lucy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yes, exactly. They probably Ghost know everybody in the neighborhood, and he probably go to the gas station. They give Ghost a Lucy, and he bring it back to Tiffany. They just give it to him. He that smart.
Rayburn said she gonna post all
Oh,
his shots.
oh my
Oh.
goodness. Break room. I'm over here with a congested cold, and you up here acting silly. You know dang on well. Oh my goodness.
I
Ghost
would
got
love it.
one shot.
I would love it. I'm gonna
Me
say free a
too.
real one. You know, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna say free a real one.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's why Ghost got a song. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. You already know. Something strange in the neighborhood. That's Ghost roaming around.
we gotta take them to the
Dang.
we gotta take them to the club and take those club pictures. You know, back in the day pictures.
Ghost be popping bottles. Oh man. Oh, do you see what Tiffany said?
You
Oh
a
my
habitual
goodness.
felon. You a
Oh,
repeated offender. He keep going in.
wow.
Got to keep holding them down, putting money on his books and stuff.
Ghost said, "You can catch me, no, you can't catch me. Ghost man, not guilty. Try to charge me, but I'm not guilty. We free Ghost, flat out. Free a real one, like Angie said. Ghost said, when I get free, mother better watch their back.
I'm
Pen
coming
ain't
for
nothing like the
all y'all.
county jail. Dang. That I can visualize it. That is so funny.
I said, Ghost lit. Wait a
We gonna
minute.
have a meet and greet with Ghost.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. Let me find out Ghost of OGI here.
Yes. Look, we should look, you guys, next year. We need to have the dogs meet and greet. I got my nephew dogs. The dog I used to have, his name was Flex. Man, I got stories about Flex too, y'all. I think I'm gonna post a video
Okay.
of Flex.
Y'all turn up. Let's hear the dog stories. Let's hear they gangster stories. What they
Right.
call it? My ghetto stories.
Right. For real. And then my sister had two dogs, two little bitty dogs. Them dogs was gangsters too. One of them name was Chase, one of them name was Swag.
We gotta make them a To Be Hood movie.
It'll get more views than Janelle's did. My mama said, it's that boy on the TV. Come down here. That funny looking boy. Me who? The one you was talking about. Me what? She don't. Never mind, I can't tell y'all all she said. I think I was
Oh
on the
Lord.
phone with Angie. Me, I don't even want to say it live. Who was on the thing? After you drink some of that will help you. I am, because I got to do something. And then Angie got me on this fast, slow thing. All my words discombobulated. I was finna call her and go off. Why are you sleeping? Get up! I am hungry now. I was all calm about it. Okay, get some rest.
You
Me
was
no.
calm.
Tales from the hood. Yes, tales from Ghost Hood. Ghost be running around there like Nipsey Hussle used to, boy. Ghost be thriving, thugging, and all that. Ghost said, braid my hair. Why don't you braid my hair? Man,
So you
Ghost
can't
got
hold down a
swag,
real
though.
one. You can't hold down a real one.
What they do to Ghost, though, to get them stripes? I don't know. That's kind of suspicious. She said she thought he was clone.
Those is tattoos. They were doing the tattoo.
Oh, he
He
went and
came
got
out with his
tattoos?
yeah, he got it tatted up.
Angie, you is crazy. I didn't even think about that. So he went to prison and got them tats?
Yo, he did his time.
Dang. Ghost a real one. Don't Ghost got a tattoo on his right leg that say OG from the hood?
Right? He got another one that say Thug Life, like
Thug
Tupac.
life. Oh my goodness. Ghost got a t-shirt say Thug Life, Angie. Oh, a free a real one. And he got his other dogs on the shirt. Oh my goodness. That is we could keep going, y'all. We gonna Ghost, we love you. We'll keep
Ghost been
going
living
all
it
day
up.
long about Ghost.
He been living it up. He live a better life than most. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he do. And his grandma stay next door. Ghost, what they over there cooking? I'm about to go, mama. You and daddy in the complaint department on some bull crap. Y'all
I'm
can
about to go
have
over
fun,
there and
but
get.
y'all won't let me.
I'm about to go over there and get some Kool-Aid real quick.
Right, Ghost be over there get some Kool-Aid. Raper said she cracking up.
Sitting there out
Pretty
there on
much
the porch,
tatted up while
chilling,
locked up.
waiting on his homies to come down the street. Hey, what's up, Ghost?
Exactly. Ghost be
See the
like, I'd
girls
rather
walking
be
by.
with you, boo. Yeah. They got a
See the
whole
girls walking
Ghost
by like,
down.
hey, y'all know who that one is over there? Well, she looking nice. About to
She
come
looking
at
real thick. Oh my goodness. That's a shame. We love ghosts. I bet you ghosts like them crazy humans. They is so
I swear,
invested in my life. Yes, we is,
I
ghost.
swear when she told the
Sorry.
story of Ghost, I was like, man, I'm in love with this dog. I swear.
And he's smart. Yes. You can just picture him with Tiffany personality and complaint department. You know he lit.
He said, I'm a grown man. I got to get me.
Yes. Absolutely. So what is I'm gonna say this. What does everyone have going on this weekend? We know Ghost thugging it out. You know, he gonna be out here thugging. What you got going on, sis Angie? He listens to y'all. Ghost be listening. Aww. See, I wanna meet Ghost next year, Tiffany. Me and
Yeah.
Angie wanna meet Ghost.
Yes, I would love to. I would love to. Boy, Ghost lit now. And we going to take pictures with him too. I
Yes,
don't
we is.
know what we can film, but I know I want to make that happen. That'll be great.
Aww.
To
Every
come out
time
there and
y'all
say,
laugh,
great
his
room
ears
and
go
go.
up. Aw, there goes the baby. Yeah, him is.
Now
Aw.
I ain't got no girlfriends for Ghost though. I don't got no girlfriends for him. I don't think
Dang,
he
I
got
don't
problems in
either.
that department. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I ain't got no girlfriend Ghost, but that's okay.
I got all male dogs in my family. They can hang out though. They can go kick it, shoot some dice, whatever they do. Man, that's funny. What you got going on this weekend, Angie?
I have no idea. I
What do
don't
I?
know.
You guys, I'm gonna tell you something that's embarrassing. I am slowly packing. because I plan on moving in the summer. So I'm preparing now, but I haven't started yet, if that makes sense. I'm going to start throwing things away, getting rid of them.
That's right. Clean your space. And
Yes.
oh, Angie said she got two kids. She got a boy and a girl.
Where they at? Where they at? Okay, we got somebody for Ghost? Yes, absolutely. I was talking about before Ghost. Yeah, Ghost can take over Auntie Panel anytime. Yeah, him can. We were
All the
just talking.
time.
Yeah, we was talking about just not allowing yourself to react and be triggered by everything and having discipline.
That's right.
And it's
Emotional
just
intelligence, emotional discipline.
absolutely. And we hope it's helpful for people out there because a lot of people don't understand that having discipline, not responding, not allowing every single thing to trigger you is a flex. That's wisdom.
Yep,
That's growth. If you are still being triggered by everything and responding to everything, then you need to do some self evaluation and understand that at the very age you are now, you should not be moved so easily by the people around you telling you things or encouraging it, or just yourself as an individual being able to be moved by what someone else is doing. Everybody should develop that unbotheredness, and that start within.
that's right.
I can think about, and I think it was even Breakroom said it before as well as Angie. You guys said the videos that we have from where we first started to our journey now, it's amazing to look back over that. And it
Right.
is. And
See your
at one
growth.
point, I wanted to delete those. And Angie said, that's part of your journey. Don't delete that. That's part of where you started to where you are now. And that should always remind you of where you're going.
That's right. Don't be ashamed of your journey. Embrace it. Love it. What
Absolutely.
what it,
And don't get me wrong, you guys, it wasn't like necessarily being just ashamed. Because don't get me wrong now, some stuff I have done I was ashamed about. Some situations I was in that I felt as though I should have never been a part of, I was better than that. But it was part of my journey, it was part of my experience, it was part of my growth. If I never been in those situations, if I never worked where I worked, if I never was around this group of people or whatever, I would not be to the point that I am now. I will not be where I am on this spiritual journey, learning and finding things out about myself every day. And I'm not perfect. And sometimes I will get triggered. That's life. But I will take a moment to myself to ask myself, is it that serious?
that's
Is
right.
it worth it? Is it worth my peace for the whole day? No.
That's see, that's why I tune in the break room a lot. Cause let me tell you, she's so epic, man. She sang the song. She got a way to give you all the information, all the messages you need. What's that song she say? You gotta know when to hold on, know when to fold on, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money sitting at the table. There be plenty time to count when the deal is done. Hey, let me tell you, man. Shout out to the queen, man. I'm telling you, pay attention because most of the time it's all about yourself. Don't lose yourself trying to count everything right then and there. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You gotta be able to understand when things is in need of just letting go, and understand the value in the things that you feel are important. Trying to you know hold on to, improve, or convince, or what's the purpose behind it? What's the understanding behind it? You get what I'm saying? If it's not worth it, reorganize your value, reorganize your thought about, it. If it's not that important, let it go.
Absolutely. Shout out to V Bennett. Break room said, sing it, Angie. And also Angie Williams. Go ahead, beautiful, and go ahead. Prepare your dinner. I appreciate you, Martin. You are amazing. You do a lot for a lot of us content creators on here. And just know that we value that and we appreciate you.
Oh, she said she got two. She getting ready to mate her puppy.
I'm about to get off so I can prepare my dinner soon.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
but
she
all
said
right, Queen. Guess what? We about to get off too as well. I did want to come on just to touch bases and spread a positive message. I'm trying to work on being consistent and coming on like I used to, and even if it's a short video or whatever, trying to continue to connect with my supporters as well as the content creators. We appreciate you guys dearly.
shout
And
out to V Bennett in the
yes.
building.
V Bennett, I just gotta say this. Did you enjoy yourself on Angie Live last night?
It's lit in here.
Can you hear me, sis?
Yes, can you
Hello?
hear me? Am I
Can you hear
out?
me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? V Bennett said it was lit yesterday. Now, Angie, you gotta take pictures of the puppies when you had the puppies, so we can see pictures of them. I would love that. You said they already mean, so you know they're gonna have mean puppies. It's okay, V. It's okay. She struck my page. She didn't want us to talk about her, but she gotta understand. You can't not be able to. You can't do things and not be able to take what you dish out. That's not fair. We're not playing fair. And then Angie, my bad, thought V Bennett was a girl, gave him a rose. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Roses for everyone. I said she ain't playing fair. She don't want to play fair. She want to talk about me, but I can't talk about her, huh? That's how we do that. That's how we do that. Oh, you do? You always made them, Angie? Now, see, I love puppies. I love small little babies. I love puppies. I love kittens. I love them all. The small little babies. Oh, you give fellas the fist up. Yes, I understand. Tell them stay strong, my brothers. We in a world where they trying to hold you down. Stay strong. Stand tall. Yeah, we had an exciting video yesterday, and I guess she didn't want everybody to be able to view it. She couldn't handle that fire. But everywhere she goes, she got something to say out of her mouth. And can't nobody shut her up for some reason. She can't shut herself up. She can't even help it. It's like a itch or something. But but for some reason, the moment that I say something, she can't take that. She want to take it down. She don't want to play fair. She could post my pictures. She can do all kinds of stuff. She can review my content. As soon as I do a review on hers, oh, she can't take that. She can't handle it. Too much pressure. That's okay. That just lets me know I need to be more creative. You back, sis?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I tried to wake my son up. I have an alarm clock set. He was taking a nap and he not answering the phone.
Oh,
I was FaceTiming him earlier, and when he take them glasses off, I already know he getting sleepy. So I'm like, you could take a nap. I'll wake you up at 4. Make sure you answer the phone, DJ. I will, DJ.
oh.
Answer the phone. He not answering the phone.
Yes, break room. Neo struck me, and I would fight it, but it's telling me to put my personal information in, and that she will have the ability to have that information. And I said, no, you gotta try a little harder than that, sis.
And
I
think
ain't
about
hiding
this
from you,
too.
but you gonna have to do your own work. You can't police me like that, snitch.
Exactly. And she's an emotional terrorizer, you guys. Neo been picking at different content creators forever. And then when they respond to her, she can't handle it. She wants to go into her soft girl era phase and be emotional and be upset. You made a whole video going in on different content creators and why you dislike them, why you have nightmares at night, and why you can't sleep. And why you so bothered by us responding to your videos, debunking things that you have said. Why are you so bothered? Why are you a content creator if you can't handle constructive criticism? Because at one point nobody ever disrespected you, even though you disrespected them and crossed the line. Yesterday you said that a man is homophobic, but you post pictures of Kevin with makeup on. You've called him out of his name. You called every man that you've gotten into it with or a disagreement with gay. But that's okay for you to do that. But when someone responds back to you in the same masculine energy that you're giving out, you can't handle it.
Right.
You are
Angie
so
says
bothered.
Angie says she's unfamiliar with who that is. Neo X
She
is
nobody, baby. I
well,
promise.
yeah, she's not particularly important, but she went on the whole marathon with Chief Cali and all the other people trying to tarnish Kevin's name, you know. And I did a lot of reviews to break down her discussions and Chief Cali discussions, and I started off with her first. And so,
And let me
ever
say
since.
this too, Angie, I did a video on that woman months ago. I did one video on her. That was
Hmm.
my first video on. I put her picture up as well. I think it was like a 2 hour live. I
Right,
first did it, and after that, I didn't do it anymore because I realized she was just an emotional terrorizer on YouTube. She wasn't worth it.
right,
But what did she do? She keep harassing people. She harassed Angie. She's upset. Angie is debunking the accusations that she's speaking on. She's upset that no one is taking her side because she's a woman and she feels as though she has a message that she's spreading. And the message just hasn't came out yet all this time. Not to mention, this woman yesterday said she wanted to sue someone, just like Callie said. Callie gave a reason that he did not marry his wife yet because he was going to sue. 10 years later, he didn't marry this woman yet because he's still deciding if he want to sue and he can't afford to pay for the wedding she wants. You could get
excuses.
married at the county building and have a nice reception if that's what you chose to do. You didn't get married because you chose not to get married. And then Neo came on last night and told her baby, I don't know if I want to do it or not because I want to give you the wedding you want. Like, what are you both talking about, idiots? Like,
Yes.
you can't give somebody a wedding they want and you think I'm going to marry you? First of all, you can't save money. I know you don't have any money saved for a lawyer or a wedding. And think about this, you know you're going to lose because if you're suing someone, that's suing to win something, a case you think you can beat. So why
Right,
are you investing the money possibly to sue this man? That means you're going to get money back and you can pay for your own wedding with that money. But
right.
clearly, you know you don't have a case and you want to just try to scare someone online and claim you're going to sue when people have hours and hours of video of you harassing them. And then you want to give your woman the wedding of her dreams. That'll be the day that a live goes on. I want to see that. You sound very silly and foolish.
Angie, I'm a chill on her. I'm a chill because nobody's really been bothering her. You get what I'm saying? But um, I feel like I need to do a review of my video that she took down so everybody can see it and kind of, recreate it a little bit so it can stay up there. You get what I'm saying? I'm,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not going to worry about, placing my information and things like that for her to get that and whatever the case may be. You're going to have to come a little harder, sis. And trust me, I'm not hard to find, nor am I trying to hide myself. So, but I'm not gonna give it to you that easy. You're gonna have to look for me, baby.
No, they don't play fair. Exact break room, absolutely. People can play your videos, people can talk about you, and then when you respond, and you don't even have to be responding in the way they did, they still get upset. How is it fair for you to have your opinion on me, for you to make our live about it? But when I respond, you don't want to hear it. Or
Right.
I'm wrong for responding to you. Make it make freaking sense.
Oh yes, I understand, Angie Queen. She do got the chill on sis on me, but that's okay. I'm quite used to people like her who they think they're smarter than everybody, and they feel like people can't see them, and so I don't really get worked up or bothered by her. I think
No.
the most that I get worked up about is her understanding of herself.
No.
That's the part that bothers me.
We
Yes,
have
and
people that'll never take accountability for what they have done or the things that they've done to you to lead you into doing what you're doing or the way you're responding. Like as
right,
adults, we have to learn somewhere we need to take accountability. You get what I'm
most
saying?
def-
And nobody takes accountability. People always point the finger at you hurt me, you wronged me, you did this and you did that. But what about their pain? What about what you've done to them? What about the
right.
nasty things you've said? I felt like as an adult, we all learn accountability early on, but it seems like we haven't. And people such as Neo are blessed with platforms to just be able to feel free to talk about what they want, slander people, lie. She said on her live like it was just a diary and she was pillow talking to her girlfriend. A bunch of
Yes, she's giving
nonsense.
her Easter speech.
Yes, her Easter speech
So
was so
she want
boring.
everybody to know how she feel about them. She feels like we beefing with her. I'm not beefing with you, girl. I don't even think about you.
That was funny. You said people are upset with you. People are beefing with you. Who? Where are the people? We don't think about you in our real life, not even on YouTube. We had time to respond to your video. So we did. It was funny you asked me. I had a good time.
I know
I
I
really
did.
did. I laughed the whole way through. Sometimes you just have to sit back, sweetie, and think about what you're saying and choose your battles wisely. You knew we were going to eventually respond. You've been knocking on the door, and when we open it up and said, come on in, then that's when you want to walk away? No, come through the
Right,
door. Come
right.
on in, EO. But I think it's childish of you to take her video down. These people, like Breakroom said, y'all don't play fair.
That's okay. They don't have to play fair. That make the game more interesting for me.
You don't have to play fair, but guess what? You're going to respect me. You don't have to like me, but you're going to respect me, period. You don't want her audience hearing your
Don't
response. I
read it.
know.
Don't read it. It's a troll. She just repeated things.
Oh, that's probably Neo. Jesus. And then she came in trolling, and I said it was her. Then she turned around and came in as herself. Like we said, Candyman, Candyman, Neo X, Neo X, Neo X. Boom. There you are.
And I blocked her. I don't even know how she was able to come in the chat. She got so many pages, y'all. That's sad. You got pages to taunt people and troll people in the chat. Girl, grow up.
What? Angie, my baby,
Yeah.
chill on her. Listen, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. You don't come to my chat and tell me chill on, tell my homegirl chill on anyone. We can say what we please.
So
And we're
she
being
just repeating.
respectful.
She just repeating what people writing in the chat.
Who said chill on her?
Angie was telling me. Angie was saying Neo need to chill on me and leave me alone.
Oh. How do
Yeah, that
trolls
person
have the
just.
time to just write silly stuff?
Yeah, that
Like, get
person
your
just repeating.
life.com. People weird.
Well,
Like
they
that
they they
word
they
is.
love your channel, Ashley. They love your channel.
Oh my goodness, this girl is weird.
Yes.
And I don't like calling people weird. I think everybody is unique in their own way, but you weird, boo. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go to someone's chat and then repeat after what someone else saying and waste my time doing so. But I will say this: I appreciate everyone today coming to the live. I think it was a peaceful live, had a positive messages. Positive message. Shout out to Chatty Cathy for coming through. My sis Break Room. You know, it's always up and stuck. Love you the long way. My moderator, Angie Williams. I appreciate you, sis. You always holding it down. You always own it. Shout out to Angela Gibson. Thank you for coming through. Beautiful soul, sweetheart. You know, it's a lot of our supporters that go through things as well, and they come to us for peace and some type of understanding. And I support that. And I want to be one of those channels as well where you can find that. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you out there. Shout out to Sis Aries Black. Shout out to my queen, Angie, my sis. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining the live. As well as V Bennett, brother. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You very supportive. Um,
Yes.
I missed anyone. I do apologize. Thank you, Bush Watchers. Please make sure you all hit that like on the way out. Thank you, Brenda, for coming in as well.
We love you too, Queen.
Yes, love you much. I'm gonna try to wake up my son, you guys, and I want something. I'm hungry, Angie.
No, don't do it. Stand strong.
I am. I'm gonna go get some cold water. I
You
want a
got
Red
to.
Bull, Angie.
No, don't do it. Stand strong. Do I have to send you some pictures to remind you?
Nah, send me them videos. Oh, that's funny. Me and Angie be watching some funny stuff, you guys. We be having a ball. I do want a couple of us content creators next year to meet up and supporters. I think that's going to be wonderful. But shout out to everyone for coming in the building. Thank you for supporting us live. I greatly appreciate it. As always, a pleasure. Please make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Show your sis some support. We don't know yet or not if Queen Angie is going to do her live today or tomorrow. I'll make sure I put that on my community wall as well. Thanks everyone for coming in. Bless you all. Much love. I'm out.
Peace and blessings.